Today we're going to do a Year 2 lesson doing a science concept on chemistry, and we're going to be looking at how materials combined together may or may not make different things. So first I'd like you to look at some words here. So can you give me a brief definition of the word objects?
It's something that you can touch and feel.
Yeah. What about the word material?
It's something that you can use to do things.
So do things? What might you do with materials? You might mix them together, and do you think you might be able to make something? Yeah. What about the word mix?
Something that when you mash them together and then it makes something new.
Yeah. And what about the word combine?
It's something that when you put it in like a bowl or something and then it makes something different and it touches.
Touches together. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to make two things here today. We've got our first row of ingredients we're going to put in this bowl, and then our second row of ingredients are going to go into this bowl. So first I'd like you to put all of these things together and then mix them. Alright, so give that a mix for me and tell me what's happening.
It's just mixing, it's not combining.
So it's combining. We're not okay, we're not sure, so you know what we might do? We might make our second lot of ingredients and see what happens with those. So these are mixing, maybe they're combining, we don't know. So let's have a look at our next lot of ingredients. So I'd like you to mix all of these ones together and tell me what's happening when you mix them. Yep. So put the first two in and give it a mix and tell me what's happening. So think back on those words that we had before. What do you think's happening with the oil and flour?
It's mixing and combining.
It's combining. So can we see the oil anymore?
No.
No. What about when we put in the salt? I'll put it in. You keep mixing. So put the salt in now with the oil and flour. What's happening?
It's combining.
It's combining, but are you doing something to make it combine?
Mix.
You're mixing it. And our next ingredient, which is our last material, our second last or third last material, our bicarbonate soda. So what ingredients can you see? What materials are still in that bowl?
The flour.
The flour. So can you see any of the other materials that we put in there? Or they've combined in with the flour, haven't they? Alright, and if we put some water in there, just a little bit in there, so mix it, make sure you get all the sides and everything on the bottom. Give it a nice big stir. Put the whitmer in. So what's happening with the water?
It's mashing up together with the flour.
So are the ingredients still very loose? Are those materials in the bowl very loose, or is it starting to clump together?
Come together.
It's starting to clump together. Right, we might put a little bit more water in there. Might put a bit of food colouring in there just to give it a little bit of colour, to make it a bit fun. Okay. Good mixing. Alright, so can you tell me the difference? What happened in that bowl and what's happened in this bowl? Is there something different?
Yes, because this one you can see all the food you put in there. This one you can't really see the oil and others. So this one's combining, this one's mixing.
Well done. Alright, I'm going to show you, because it takes a little bit longer to mix Play-Doh, I'm going to show you what has happened once it's finished. So this is our finished product. So as you can see here, these were all our materials. Here we had the flour, the water, the oil, the bicarb, the salt. Can you see any of that there?
No.
No, and I'm going to get some of this cereal out. And these had lots of ingredients here. We had cornflakes, we had 2 different nuts, and we had sultanas. But we mixed both of them together, didn't we? But somehow this one stayed pretty much the same. We still got cereal, didn't change anything, did it? But this has made something completely different, hasn't it? So when we add all those materials together, it is combined to make Play-Doh, but these ones, they are just mixed together. The ingredients are touching, aren't they? But they're not So well done.